No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what, yo? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what, yo? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria what? Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame.
Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Nigeria watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Nigeria watch you.
The President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, lifted the state of emergency in Rivers State, and that has become a thing of concern. I repeat, the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, lifting state of emergency in Rivers State has become a thing of concern. Now, Fubara was suspended for 6 months, an elected governor, removed by an elected president. I don't know what the constitution says, but I know that the PDP governors challenged that removal, the suspension of Governor Fubara, but the Supreme Court did not determine the matter after the PDP governors challenged the suspension of Fubara. The highest court of the land did not determine the matter. Now, this is a precedent that we are setting in democracy. Like I told you, democracy is a scam. We cannot go anywhere with this so-called democracy. What the president did is a blatant disregard for the rights of the Rivers people. I pity the Rivers people in this regard. Now, we have Wike. Wike is the executive governor of Rivers State. Tinubu is overseeing. You see, one of the reasons why you see Rivers, APC want to capture Rivers by all means. It is a political move. Because collapsing southern structures, Tinubu is collapsing. Tinubu and the APC, Southwest, Southern Nigeria, they want to collapse every southern structure to make sure that they are stronger for the 2027 general elections. I told you that Tinubu is much more concerned about his re-election than good governance. Don't expect any politician under this kind of democracy we are practicing to give you good governance. I repeat, the PDP governors challenged the suspension, but the Supreme Court could not determine the matter within that. Since 162 days, the Supreme Court could not determine the matter. The Attorney General of the Federation supported the president in what he's doing. In fact, after the president, an elected president, suspended an elected governor, every other governor became jittery. They were afraid, they were shaking because of the action Tinubu took. They never expected Tinubu to take that action. Let's go back to Obasanjo and Tinubu. Tinubu is a democratic person. He fought for democracy, Nadeco and everything. But as president, look at what Tinubu is doing. There are so many arguments that Fubara went against the law, disobeyed court rules and whatever it is. At least in a democratic setting, we should allow the House impeach him. He had the House. We had the Edo State governor who had not all. See, look at the Edo State governor. The number of people he had as assembly members. He did that for 4 years. But because we understand that the president is interested in River State politics and also River State money. You see, Wike is the governor of River State. It is clear. Whatever English they are telling you, you are just deceiving yourself because you like to be deceived. This kind of thing will not happen in Nepal. They will change. See, this kind of thing will never even happen in Nepal. They will have the revolution go there times2. But you see, it is very clear and evident that Nigerians are largely uneducated or undereducated or less privileged educated people. Because this thing that just happened in River State and people kept silent. That means if next election, like I told you, when you see votes coming from a particular state and region, what will you do? They challenged this in court. The Supreme Court did not determine the matter. Did not determine the matter in 162 days. It tells you a lot. We, all of us, there for the Nigerian system now. If police catch you, you not say you dey innocent. You not get anything. If you present all your paper, if police catch you, they can still delay you. They will look for one charges. They call it trump up charges. We know the delay tactics of the Nigerian system, whether it is judiciary, whether it is the police, whether it is the DSS, whether it is EFCC. We know how they employ their delay tactics anytime they want to perpetrate their evil corruption. So River State, the backbone of PDP, must come down. You saw what Wike performed in the last Rivers election. The mandate of the people, he took it and gave it to the APC. Agreement is agreement. Agreement is agreement. Now, the problem I have with Fubara is that, Fubara, I don't know. One thing about, you see Ijo people, you see a Jonathan, you see Fubara. Tomorrow, Port Harcourt people will not come, River State will not come. You say you are strong men, Asawana. Look at how Wike and Tinubu did you dirty. You see, people have their different views on what is happening. It is when Tinubu leaves power, you understand what Tinubu did. Because some people are already threatening. Northern Nigeria are already saying that, okay, the same way you did this in River State, be waiting for Lagos State. Somebody else will come because you have given a precedent. This example, this thing you have done, somebody else will come and copy it and look for one small thing that happened. What did happen in River State? Wike said that it is Tinubu that saved Fubara. You just look at that statement. An FCT minister who he has denied countless number of times that he doesn't have a hand in Rivers crisis. That it is the governor. But the same Wike came out to say that it is Tinubu that saved him from impeachment. That he will have removed him. You see what happened? Now, they said that Fubara destroyed in the National Assembly. There were escalations of the blow-up pipeline. Pipeline where we say politicians feel set up. All those things will happen before they now brought in Abbas. Is it Abbas? Or what is the name of this guy? Yes, Ibok, Eche Ibas. The fee planner, you don't know politician. Police never catch you before. Try to hide contraband inside your pocket. Now police hold the contraband. Now the police going to find a way to plant them inside your pocket or inside your motor boot so that it can use it against you. This is a case of what happened to Fubara. All of a sudden, them bomb this pipeline. Yes, them bomb that pipeline. Now everything is a threat to the national sovereignty, and this will happen, that will happen. At the end of the day, they remove Fubara. It is Fubara that was, as a governor of Fubara, they went, the police spray, use water spray a governor. I watched the video, and you tell me that what we are practicing is democracy. Like I told you, when it comes to good governance, don't think that the APC has any part to play in good governance, no matter what. Okay, if what happened in Rivers State is tantamount to a state of emergency, what is happening in Zamfara State? What is happening in Niger? What is happening in Kebbi? What the bandits that are killing, taking over local government? Why is it that the president is not declaring a state of emergency in northern states? If the president gets too head, he should go and declare state of emergency in Zamfara State or in Katsina State, or remove a northern governor. You will see that the music will change. It's because Wike and Tinubu, they want to muzzle this guy. See, politicians know how to bypass the law to achieve their aim. I repeat, politicians know how to bypass the law to achieve their aim. That is why you see, I don't know. There's an agreement that Nigerians don't know, and you will never know. This is how politicians run their own thing.
6 months ago, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, entrusted me with the solemn responsibility of steering Rivers State through an extraordinary moment in its history. Today, I can say with conviction that by the grace of God and through our collective effort, the mandate has been accomplished. Law and order have been restored, local government elections have been conducted, and chairmen elected by the people now serve in office. Statutory boards and commissions have been reconstituted and are performing their duties. The state budget has been passed by the National Assembly, providing a legitimate fiscal framework for governance and development. These are milestones of progress that belong to all of us because they reflect the resilience of a people determined never to let their state slip into paralysis. We must be mindful, however, that statecraft is not a destination.
Governor Siminalayi Fubara is gearing up for his first official day as the reinstated governor of the state, taking over from the sole administrator, Ibot Ete Ekwe Ibas. It comes after the 6-month emergency rule put in place by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on March 18 ran its course. In a statement put out yesterday evening, President Tinubu said that it gave him great pleasure to declare that the emergency in Rivers State of Nigeria shall end with effect from midnight. Well, President Tinubu also defended his decision to call the emergency in the first place, giving his 3 critical reasons to back it up. The first being that there was total paralysis of governance in Rivers State. The second, that critical economic assets, including oil pipelines, were being vandalized. And the third was that the State House of Assembly was crisis-ridden and divided. Let's now take some reactions to his announcement from users on social media. We begin with Sarki, who tweeted saying, "Great news for Rivers State. Excited to see Governor Fubara, Deputy Governor Odu, and the State House of Assembly back in action. He is hoping for stability and progress moving forward." EJ also tweeted, and wrote, as one of the vocal opponents of this draconian measure from the very beginning, I stood firmly against it, arguing it was an assault on our democratic principles and an overreach that stifled the voices of the people. I made several videos in this respect. I'm glad that common sense has prevailed and democracy has triumphantly returned to Rivers State, restoring the rule of law and the people's right to self-governance. This is a win for all of us who believe in true federalism and accountability. However, we must not lose sight of the dangerous precedent this undemocratic action has set in our country, and we must remain vigilant to prevent such erosions of our democracy in the future. We're still going to take another reaction. This is from Akin Tunde, who wrote, unfortunately, this is sad for our democracy and a shame. In a democracy, power should never be exercised outside the clear text of the Constitution. This episode sets a dangerous precedent that must be resisted by every legal and civic means available. How can a president order a governor to vacate and then resume office at will, as though the mandate of the people were no more than the rules of a local drinkers association? Local drinkers association. What a comparison. Of course, we've analyzed this, in great detail, but I think there's always new angles to pick apart from it. Ayo.
Okay, new angles. I think just to maintain the voices have been quite similar along different lines as to the constitutionality of the declaration or proclamation of a state of emergency in Rivers State. 6 months afterwards, I said earlier that even though the president cited a few justifications, yes, the transnational pipeline in Bodo local government was vandalized the day before, as well as other vandalizations like that. But I do agree with the tweet that said there should have been legal and civil ways. He should have exhausted those channels before the declaration of a state of emergency. In terms of a precedent, it doesn't all go well for the fragile, I must add, democratic structures of Nigeria. We see similar incidents of vandalization, banditry, terrorism happening in other parts of the country, yet no state of emergency was declared there, lending credence to some arguments that this was political in itself. And if you look at, like I said earlier on, that if you look at the achievements of the sole administrator, what's the key achievement? What's one thing that he'll be remembered for? Prosecuting local council elections and giving power to Wike supporters. So many of the people who got into power were people that were in alignment with the Minister of the FCT, meaning that Governor Fubara has lost his structures, as it were, in Rivers State. And if he's coming back into power, resuming today, he doesn't have that much at his pleasure. But now going to the future, because we've talked about the past a lot, is what next for Governor Fubara? I feel, and if I have the opportunity to advise, would be legacy. It is very unlikely that he'll be returning for a second term, very unlikely. I'm not ruling it out completely. So what he can do in the last 2 years of his tenure is to finally do something for the people who voted him in, who entrusted their votes in his candidature by actually addressing key issues in Rivers State. These people have not had proper governance in the last 2 years. It's just been one political fight to the other, so some civil servants haven't been paid from what I heard for the August month. Can they be paid? Can we look at issues around education, infrastructural development in Rivers State? Can we talk about peace, bringing the people together to quell, the tension that has been in Rivers State for so long? So I do believe that it is important for him in terms of legacy, even though he might not have a lot of power because the State House of Assembly is now in, most of them are not in his party or working with him. And so he would have a tight time on his hands, but he can leave a few things so that people can remember Governor Siminalayi Fubara for good at the end of his 4-year tenure. I don't know if he wants to run again.
I don't know if he will run again, whether he still has a taste for politics after that. But just to give more dimensions to the story, the FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, who of course had been central to this, also weighed in to President Tinubu's announcement. In a statement from his media aide, Wike commended the people of the state for their belief in the president, but also cautioned, and I quote, troublemakers, saying that, and I quote again, the only news that will emanate from Rivers State going forward will be that of peace, progress, and development, End of quote. And I think we all say a very big amen to that, because that is all we want. When the commentary is happening, the analysis is happening, it's not because anybody wishes anybody ill. It's because people want to see the dividends of democracy reach the grassroots. That's all.
What's the meaning of that message? The only statement that was peace, development. Were we the ones that started the war in Rivers State? Is it not Wiki and Fubara that started the war? If he understood the essence of peace, it's so easy for him to talk about peace now. Is it because he's been able to bully Fubara and everything ruled in his favor? The courts ruled in his favor. Is that not why he's talking? See, in all of this, there are many things that have gone wrong. There will never be as much about the judiciary again. Same in this country, people that officially said they were going to another political party, they said they have not decamped to. Because we've forgotten some funny rulings that happen. We've forgotten some funny rulings that happen. Have we forgotten? 90-day threshold. Wiki went to court. It suited him. They ruled on it. Cancelled the local government elections. The same 90-day threshold was violated in these elections. Exactly in contravention of what the court ruled last year. But now they claim it's under state of emergency. And when they had the local, what did we have? In the local one that we had the miracle of Obiakpo. Over 300,000 votes. Even Wiki himself said he didn't get that high number. That's why I say the Dr. Gift in Obiakpo that won the local government. He's a real political hero. Over 300,000. Almost as much as the number of votes from one local government that Fubara even got generally in the governorship elections.
The entire election. So
we had the miracle of Obiakpo. Funny, shambolic, a joke of an elections. And elections that showed us that is this how deplorable Nigeria has become. But what did he do? They claimed victory because it suits them. Then you were talking about President Tinubu exhausting civil and legal. President Tinubu was a biased party. From day one.
Exhausted.
No, he said he should have exhausted. How do you want him to exhaust a biased party from day one? You forget that it's the same President Tinubu that they all went to Abuja to do a peace deal. That he pretty much signed a deal that was going to become political harakiri for Fubara to go and bow down for Wiki. Has he not taken sides from day one? Then the next arguments they will make, they will say, the state of emergency was to save which saved Fubara. They should have just impeached him and let Fubara go to court and be fighting his impeachment, rather than, create an aberration to our democracy. That's why you see President Tinubu, with how many foolscap shit did he write yesterday? He couldn't still justify anything about the state of emergency. Right. With how many foolscap shits? That is up to one foolscap shit. He will explain, tire. No evidence. He will explain, tire.
Yeah.
So what's the justification? You see, we live in a country where we don't tell ourselves the truth. Today, a case was filed in the Supreme Court 9/4/25, 9 April 25. And what's it called happened? 18/3/25. Till today, we didn't see anything out of that case. So it's a reminder of what Nigeria has become.
Yeah. All right. Well, the president in his statement did, of course, say that if he hadn't taken this action, that it would have been a colossal failure. That's his position. And, of course, I think as Fubara returns to office and settles in, we will be in a better position to judge whether this move really did do any positive or was it total damage for the state. I believe our correspondent is on the ground and he has been updating us and says that the members of the State House Assembly are starting to convene for a session this morning. So please make sure you stay tuned so we can give you updates on that. Well, now let's shift our attention from River State. Let's bring the conversation back to Lagos, where unfortunately it is a sad update to a story that we first brought you yesterday. This morning we're learning that 7 people have been confirmed dead from the fire incident at Afriland Tower in Lagos Island yesterday. And of those 7 people, 4 of them were employees of the Federal Inland Revenue Service. In a statement posted on X, FIRS said that management and staff is deeply saddened by the tragic loss of their 4 colleagues in the fire incident that occurred on Tuesday at Afriland Towers. The unfortunate incident has thrown the entire
supposed to bring anybody in. Pack your lot and go. Let them campaign. Anybody that wins become governor. But what we see today in Nigeria, somebody becomes governor. The next thing will begin to appoint person that will cover his loot. Because of his loot and continuous looting. That is why they will make sure that they bring somebody to succeed them and they begin to control the person and they begin to continue the looting of the resource of the people. And you are saying today that you brought somebody into power. Who told you to bring him into power? Who told you? And now you bring him into power. Now you are still controlling the resource of the state.
You are saying Wike brought Fubara to cover his loot.
That's what all of them do. Not only him. Most of them today, when they become governor, they will not leave the seat. They will make sure that they bring in somebody. And tomorrow you are saying that I brought you. Who told you to bring somebody? Don't bring anybody. My friend, go. Let somebody contest and enter to that seat.
All right. Thank you so much.
Fubara bow down. Fubara surrender to the condition of the FCT minister. So if he's coming back, on what condition? As a slave or as a governor?
Peace.
Wait, listen, we know there is peace, but that peace, is he coming back as a governor or is coming back as a slave? That's the problem. That's what we want to know. Is it coming to be an independent governor that will not be controlled? But is it coming to be controlled by the FCT minister or by the House of Assembly?
There's something like independent government. We have the judiciary.
Yes, listen, because we have seen that the House of Assembly is loyal to the FCT minister. And from what we are hearing, that if he goes otherwise, he's going to be impeached. Meaning that if he goes otherwise, in order for him, as in, if he did not loyal to them, he will be impeached. You understand? And that is not the kind of governor we want. We want a governor that will be free, a governor that will execute projects, a governor that will serve the people of River State, not the FCT minister. So if he is coming back, we don't know the condition, which way, as a slave or as a governor, as a free governor. Because what we are seeing is not free. It's not free.
It's still under.
Yes, and that's why we are not happy. It's coming. We are not happy about it.
So you feel this, all the rivers presidents?
We are not happy about it because if I can tell you, he is not a governor. He will just be a ceremonial governor. If I was him, first, I will not beg. Even if I will not be a governor again, I will go. Then if I'm coming back, if I will not be free, I won't come back. Even if I come back, I resign. You contest. You have become, even though they are accusing you, you are not a politician before, you have become one.
But it's not Wike that elected you. It's just the people.
Thank you. But what we are seeing today is like he was elected by Wike because Wike is saying that he brought you. You are not a politician. I brought you. I did this. I did the campaign. Yes, it was truth. Because during the time of campaign, we saw Wike campaigning for him. And today they were saying that he's not a politician. But he has come to be a politician. Everybody started politics sometime. You understand? So they cannot tell him that he's not a politician. Based on that, he doesn't have right. He cannot contest. He cannot do anything. No, that is not truth. If it is so, he should just resign. If they will not allow him to function as a governor, as a proper governor, not where you go and you nominate what they call, you nominate commissioner for him. Commissioner will be disrespecting him. You nominate a local government chairman. Local government chairman will not respect governor. For what? What kind of governor is that? Even all those secretaries, they won't respect him. Chief of staff, nobody respects him. So what kind of governor he wants to be?
He's a puppet.
That is worse than puppet. Yes, because listen, they have fought. You understand? They cannot be as they were before because they have fought. And that was why I was saying, if you know you cannot win, you don't supposed to start it. If you know you can't finish it, don't start it. Because the minute you have fight somebody, you people cannot be fair, even though people are still smiling. You understand me? A gap has come to stay, and that gap will be there. So he cannot be loved by the Amewules again. He cannot be loved by the FCT minister. That's the truth. If before they are eating in one plate and maybe his master can go and wash hand and come back, this time around it will not be like that. If he really want to go, he will carry the food. Or if he comes back, he won't eat it. This likewise him. Because they have fought.
Looking at the local government election that just happened, where all the local governments are now...
They have come to stay. He cannot remove them. And if he try it, that's why they will impeach him. If he try it, that was why we are saying that, are you free or are you still a puppet? Because if he's coming as a puppet, he can't do anything about it. Even though the thing is illegal, he can't do anything about it. But if he's free, he can do something about it. But I don't think he's free, and I don't think he can do anything about it. Because he has surrendered.
What message do you have of the governor resuming office tomorrow as a Rivers resident?
You know, men are greedy. If I was him, I won't come back. I've got him money. I have house. What else is he looking for? What else?
Is it about money?
Yes. No, my mandate of which people? The politicians we have in Nigeria, are they not pocket fighters? They are pocket fighters. They are fighting for their stomachs. You understand? That's what they're fighting for. Forget about mandate of which people. All of them are fighting for their pockets. That's the truth. So if I was him, I won't come back. That's the truth. Even though I want to come back, I will contest under a platform. Even though they will suspend me for the whole of my tenure, then when it is time for election, I contest under a different party.
All right, thank you. All politicians and Nigerians are pocket fighters.
They are pocket fighters. They are not fighting for the people. They are not there to serve the people. The people are the ones servicing them. They are not serving the people. Because if they are serving the people, you will see it will reflect in the society that the politicians are really working. They are not working. They are not working anything. They are not doing anything about the suffering of the masses. They are not doing anything. Forget mandate of people.
Put what he's saying. What he's saying is out of sense. Fubara's coming will not make Fubara to be puppet. Fubara is not a puppet. Fubara is coming back to take back his full position as a governor of the state. The problem is what all of us have had. The particular group that brought him, that made him governor, he abandoned them and began to use people that did not work. That's the bone of the contention. Can you listen to me? Yes. Loyalty. Listen. I'm coming to that. That was why the matter arose up to this extent. But God so kind, the matter has been settled. Let me tell us.
A lot of fights.
Yes. Because if the fight did not come out, nobody will know who is who. People have tried to fight his master, telling his master that my father, I'm imitating you. But his father have told him, I'm still strong. And what I showed you, I didn't show you all. So Fubara is not coming back as a puppet. As the other man rightly said, he's making a very big mistake. He ought not to say that. Fubara is not coming back as a puppet. Yes. What is the problem? The problem is
you think the fight has been completely resolved?
Listen, the problem is structure. The structure has been settled because he threw out the structure that made him governor. Now the matter has been settled. That if Fubara is coming back does not make him to be a puppet. If Gowon and Ojuku can see it in the same pot, I think politics don't have permanent.
Like a lot of people.
I'm coming. Government, but anything politics don't have permanent enemy. They don't have permanent friend. Today, Fubara and his master have gotten misunderstanding. The same today, they have settled. So Fubara is not coming back there as a puppet. All the full rights that are supposed to be given to governor will be given to him. You understand me? Because the structure is back. Where he started, he has gone back to that place. So now somebody is suggesting that Fubara, if he comes back, come and declare and come back to our party. Which party? The place, the side that is floating. He is the person
that misled Fubara.
Yes, he misled Fubara. You are one of the people that was telling Fubara what to do when he's supposed not to do the right thing. Now that the man has come back, he's coming back to do the right thing. You have started saying Fubara should not do this, he should not do that. Does Fubara know how he becomes governor? So let me tell you.
Who sent Wike to go? As Wike become governor for 8 years, you're not supposed to pack.
Pack what?
Is it compulsory that you are going to push somebody?
That is his own farm.
State to his private estate.
That place is his own farm.
River State become his farm. How many only way in backyard? How many only way in place that you will come and make River State his private estate?
You are one of the people that deceive Fubara. You have started again. Don't deceive Fubara again. Fubara is not a food.
And put somebody.
He said Fubara to come back is a puppet. Fubara is not a puppet.
Is it not wickedness to the state? You become governor for 8 years.
In so many areas, conducted local council elections,
started projects, presented budget, faced a lot of scrutiny. But legally speaking, what lessons have we learned? Would these be the end of the acrimony that we have seen in Rivers politics? Because it was the acrimonious politics that has led to the emergency rule, and the president said that has saved that state. Let me bring in quickly tonight to give us an insight Mr. Liberos Oshoma, who is a lawyer and a public affairs commentator, is live for us virtually from Lagos. Thank you so much, Mr. Oshoma, for joining us tonight on the program.
Thank you, Shehu.
Would you say legally, constitutionally speaking, that we have learned any lesson from all of this?
I do not, legally speaking, we have not learned any lesson. And I say we have not learned any lesson because one would have expected that before now, at least the suits between the PDP governors and the federal government on the determination of Section 305 of the Constitution on whether when a state of emergency is declared, that the president has the right to vacate a democratically elected government, especially considering subsection 4 of that Section 305. If the Supreme Court had decided that one way or the other, it would have been very convenient for us to say that we have learned, legally we have learned a lesson because the law is what the court says it is. But unfortunately, that matter has been warehoused in courts, and if possible, it might become an academic exercise. So we have learned nothing. And considering the president's statement also, directed at political leaders and governors that democracies thrive under atmosphere of peace and security, one would have expected that statement should be directed especially at the president himself, because really insecurity in Nigeria today requires that we declare a state of emergency on insecurity. And truly, prosperity will thrive in a more peaceful Nigeria. So we have really not learned anything, legally speaking, because we still have this debate. Is it legal? Is it otherwise? Even though the law spells out that the president has the powers to so do. But there is a lacuna that the law has not been able to answer. The court has not been able to answer whether you can vacate democratically elected government. Because in the case of Plateau, remember, the suspended Attorney General went to court, and the Supreme Court heard that he lacks the local standing because the then military administrator, raised a preliminary objection that having been suspended, that he can no longer come to court as an Attorney General. And the court so heard that upholding that preliminary objection, that truly, if you have been suspended, so the court really didn't go into the meat of that case. And so this also, someday also we're going to have, such scenario, and then lawyers, senior advocates will be back on the burner debating the propriety or otherwise, whether the government has the power, and maybe the shoe might be on the other foot, and so that's why I said, to answer your question directly, we are really not learned anything.
So I asked that question because legally speaking, like you mentioned, it could be an academic matter, because I don't know whether the Supreme Court or the other court will go ahead, because the rest may have disappeared, and what exactly...
The action has been concluded.
Absolutely. So what exactly would the court be sitting on when the dispute has eventually evaporated? Now, the question here is, we will continue to debate it. The question again will be, can the president sit actually in a very critical oil-rich state like Rivers and look as things really fall apart? Does the president have power to declare a state of emergency? Does he have emergency power rule? Emergency rule power, if, for example, is health or security related, when things were burning and the violence erupted,
Should we have allowed the president to allow people to be killed? Are we privy to security reports in River State? The president says he has the moral duty to be able to protect the country and is backed with relevant constitutional. So there's going to be a lot of.
I didn't bore you by going through my written speech. I will just give a little summary so that we'll be able to live. First, let me really thank the President of the Republic of Ghana, my good friend, President Mahama, for agreeing to host us, and the government of Ghana. You'll agree that a topic like this, how democracies die, there are some countries in Africa that the presidents will never allow you to go and have conversation along this line. Definitely they will not. But immediately we mentioned to Mahama, he accepted to participate fully. That shows that Ghana is a country that democracy is thriving. Let me congratulate the Republic of Ghana, my good brothers and sisters, and I will only say, keep it up. Let me sincerely appreciate my father, President Obasanjo. He is like on your own. You pay your transport, pay your hotel bills. So if you go with that concept, you begin to ask, how will democracy die? But even population that scientifically you cannot say population has died. But populations go into extinction. And that's why nobody sees dinosaurs again. So either democracy is going into extinction or democracy is dying in Africa. But the key thing is not even the terminology. All those terms are more figurative or metaphorical in terms of usage. They may not be necessarily literal. But if you listen to what is happening in the US now, their foreign policy regarding Africa south of the Sahara, where they are saying that they are no longer going to be too interested in any form of government that we run in our countries, but they will be more interested in the economies of the nations and how the citizens survive. That is very dangerous. By implication, whether it's military or dictatorship is not a problem to them, as long as the citizens are happy. And that is why we need to have this occasional dialogue to interrogate the concept of democracy. Kuka did mention, and others, the forms of democracy. Yes, in Africa we have practiced different forms of democracy. If we take a country like Nigeria, for example, the first republic was a parliamentary system. Then, of course, during the Second Republic, we now adopted the American presidential system. But our presidential system appears to even be stronger than that of America, because our Senate president is stronger than the American Senate president, which is the vice president. So, if you take Tanzania, they started, Julius Nyerere started with one-party system because he wanted all his people to unite so that the country will not divide along tribe and religious section. And probably that's one of the things unique about Tanzania, that the political divide is narrower than countries like Nigeria, because the founding fathers felt that there must be something they will introduce to encourage unity, and they operated in one-party system. Of course, now they have migrated to the popular multi-party system. But keenly, there are two things I have to mention. When I was the vice president, I received one of the members of the Presidential College of Switzerland. And I think it's Switzerland. And we were discussing about the issue of governance and so on. And I said that their fathers, their founding fathers, felt that giving so much power to one person, called a president, is very dangerous to people. And that they opted that they will not have a president. So every time they have more people that come together to manage the country and make the parliament rather strong, because the parliament represents all sections of the country. And they have the most stable politics today. Though with minimal resources, the economy is one of the strongest. Because the fight against rulership, like in Nigeria, north or south or east or west, is not there. And I believe that the political scientists and the lawyers in Africa, we must also be looking at some of these issues. Do we really create a unique system of government? The traditional theoretical democracy, is it really working? Frankly speaking, it's not working.
Okay, Oga Jonathan, we know it's not working. You were given the opportunity to rule. You ruled. You could not do nothing about it. So all these hypocritical submissions that is coming from our past leaders, those people that got the opportunity to change the country, they could not change it. For me, I don't take them serious. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us. It's good to be back here again. Today is Thursday, 18th September 2025. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. Thanks for all that you do. Good evening to you, my lovely mother. I appreciate you always. Thanks for always being there for us. Thank you, Abu Azim, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. God bless you, my brother. Thank you, Debzi. Thank you, Kis Geraki, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Mike Akambario says more, Prince Aka, many others right there. We just need to move on right now. I appreciate every one of you right there, Mother Peggy Modi, and many more. Now God bless you, my people. Just press on the like, help us to share, take our voices far. Yes, to be honest, today, Fubara have been reinstated, right? For me, you listen to some of the plights of concerned Nigerians on some of my presentation today, this evening. According to his statement, I quote, he said, Fubara was brought in by Wike to cover his satanic criminal activities in River State. So, you know what that means? It means from day one, Fubara have never got good intention for the River State people. I guess you guys can hear me though. Fubara have never got good intention from the River State people at all. So whatever that happened to Fubara, that's why you all can see the desperation. Because normally, the way Fubara was treated, if you are not desperate, he's supposed to have resigned to say, no, I can't continue like this. I'm done. Forget about the states. I'm not part of it anymore. But Fubara was desperately moving forward, left to right, kneeling down left to right, visiting Aso Rock back to back, appealing left to right for him to come back. Now you've been reinstated. Let's see what you're going to do. Because normally, you shouldn't have come back again if you were not desperate, or rather satanically desperate. It's very unfortunate where we find ourselves. I've told you guys before, 99.9% of our leaders, both past and present, they are not there for the benefit of the common people, but they are there for themselves. Simple. If you understand the allocation that go to each state every single month, the security vote, and many others, internally revenue and all that, then you get to understand why these guys are fighting themselves just to hold a political office. For me, for those of you that is celebrating Fubara, normally, I believe, with all due respect, you don't know your left and right. Yes, I don't know why you are celebrating that Fubara is back. Normally, Fubara, Wike, all should be stoned out of the states. But some of you are still celebrating. It's very unfortunate that we have lots of gullible Nigerians across Nigeria and outside Nigeria. It's very unfortunate because the people that is tormenting us, impoverishing us, are the people some of us still raise praises on. I thought I should bring this here. Peter Obi responded though. I'd like to take this one quickly so that we can start talking. I appreciate every one of you. Press on the like, help us to share, press on the dollars, and if you can, encourage what we do here. Now God bless you, my people. Let's take this one quickly. As you can see, they're coming from Vanguard. Rivers emergency misstep that shouldn't have happened for the first place. Peter Obi talking, yes. because a lot of chaos, troubles are happening in many states. For example, northern states. Tinubu did not call for emergency rule over there. So that means what they can't do for Rivers State, they have fulfilled it. They talk about bigger boys. The 2023 presidential candidate Labour Party LP, Mr. Peter Obi, has described the 6 months emergency rule imposed on Rivers State by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a misstep which shouldn't have happened. Obi expressed hope that all the political gladiators in the state had learned a lesson from sad episode, because it would be a tragedy if no lessons were learned. The former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi said this in a post captured on his X. The misstep that should not have happened. He said the restoration of democracy in Rivers State after 6 months of needless disruption remains a sore side of our democracy today. My people, now so we see how. I thought I should bring that here. Let's start talking. For those of you that were already calling in, please call in now. Let me hear your voice. Let me hear what you want to say. God bless you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much, Mr. Olumide, my brother. Okay, with me. Thanks for the super chat already. God bless you. You said, Mr. Elvis Bele, proper Yoruba man. I will tell you, say, not to pity that Fubara guy. He has no shame. His situation is Olegba. I don't know what that one means. Mr. Jonathan will explain that one properly later on. To be honest, when it just happened, I thought he was a good person, but I now get to understand that the man was also satanic like his own principles. Thank you very much, Madam Deborah. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, ma. Talk to us.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening to everyone watching. You are welcome to today's broadcast. Let me start by commenting on Mr. Fubara. You know the problem. Well, the problem here is that, like you rightly said, right from the onset, Fubara does not mean well for the people of Rivers State. You see, the way you have something, that's how you lose it. We all know how he did not really win that election. Wike was the one that put him there. So it's going to be very, very difficult for him to try to challenge Wike. You see, they say thieves don't have honor. So you cannot be a part of a crime and then you now want to come and play smart. It's not possible. So it's just sad. You see, the only people who are going to lose in this whole thing are the River State people. Like you rightly said, Tinubu has done what he wanted to do. Even though everybody knew that what he did was unconstitutional. But the question is, what happened? He did it and he got away with it because he knows that Nigerians will only back, but they cannot bite. You see what he has done? You see, and the fact of the matter is that he can only do that in a southern state. He cannot try that in a northern state. He cannot. You remember what Shetima said, the vice president said in one of his speech, that Goodluck Jonathan was trying to do a thing like that to him, but he was not able to do it. You see, then you ask yourself the question, then how come Tinubu was able to do it? This is because it's a southern state. They know that they can do anything and get away with it without any repercussion. But if he tries that with a northern governor, he knows that they are not going to take it sitting down. He knows. And he cannot try it in any of the northern states. You see, this is what we are talking about. They know that the people in the south will never revolt. Everybody is looking for their own personal interest. Whatever they throw at them, everybody will enter house. So obviously, he was able to do it, and he got away with it for that 6 months. Nothing happened. Tomorrow now, you will even do the worst, and nothing is still going to happen, sadly. So, in my opinion, I'm sure Fubara has already agreed to the terms and conditions they gave to him. And that's why they reinstated him. I think they did that to teach him a lesson. And now they brought him back because he has agreed to the terms and conditions. And that's why he's there. He shamelessly said last time, did you even know whether I want to come back? Blah, blah, blah. I knew that was just all a waste of time. It was just deceiving people to make it look as if he is on the side of the people. When anybody who has two brain cells to rub together knows that Fubara is interested in that position. So I'm not even, to be honest with you, I'm not even interested in that, because I know that Wike, as far as I'm concerned, he has River State in his pocket. And so long as the people of River State want to be laid dog and sit down and allow Wike to pocket the state in his pocket, that is up to them, because that's exactly what is going on in Nigeria. They are afraid to confront the situation, whether they like it or not. Just like what's his name? There was that Sowore said that whether they like it or not, at a point in time, something must have to give way. It's either we choose to confront the potential risk now, or we will still have to confront the actual risk when the time comes. Trying to postpone the inevitable. People are saying, oh, we are afraid. Oh, because of what happened in NSAS. Oh, they are afraid. But whether we like it or not, at a point in time, we will still have to confront the situation. Because in as much as you want to avert a risk, a potential risk, if you don't deal with it, that thing will still continue to go on. It's like having a small snake in your garden and you refuse to kill it. That snake will continue to grow fat. And when that thing has grown big, it's either that thing will kill you, will harm you, or you will find a way to deal with that risk. So postponing the inevitable is not the solution. It's either Nigerians will choose to address the problems now. If they keep quiet, at a point in time, they will still have no choice than to still confront the problem. And by then, the problem will be massive. And the damage that will be done is going to be more. So it's just a shame. Listen to what Jonathan was saying. To be honest, Goodluck Jonathan was part of the reason why we are where we are today. When he had power, if he had really done what he was supposed to do, he too was afraid to do some things. So if Goodluck Jonathan himself have done the needful, probably Nigeria wouldn't be in this situation. So I didn't even bother listening to him because, in my opinion, he's still part of the problem that Nigeria is going through today. Because he has an opportunity to have done things rightly, but then he too didn't do. He was too scared to do anything. So I really don't even have much to say about Goodluck Jonathan. So, Mr. Help, the situation of Nigeria is we are in a critical situation. I'm not going to lie to you. And whatever Peter Obi is saying today, he's saying the right thing, but of what effect is that going to? What effect is that going to have? I don't know. But if I have to tell you the truth, 2027 is looking more and more. I don't know.
Thank you.
Because this Tinubu man, what is capable of situation is quite bad. So it is really a very bad situation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much, Madam Deborah. Okay, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you right there. Yes, thank you, Kisdogerahi, for the acknowledgement of our caller. Okay, let me come to the first person on the panel, so we can take it from here, which is Mr. Alabo. Then it will be Black Panther further. So everybody get close to your mic. Mr. Alabo, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. Mr. Alabo, you are not there. Black Panther, please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir.
My brother, my brother, my brother.
Thank you, my brother.
It is getting cooler a little bit, Abby. The pressure is coming down, Abby. Don't worry. The pressure will still go up again. We'll start complaining. I want to greet you specially. You are doing a fantastic work. And I pray to the creator of the heaven and the earth that God will continue to give you strength and wisdom. And most especially, I want to thank God for the life of your mom. Like I told her, I want to be her first student in that class. That where does she derive that strength from? Because you were once the first student, but today I am now the first student because you have gone through it because you are his son. But now I am the first student, and I want him to bless me with that. That is why I say, Mommy, God will continue to give you the wisdom and more grace so that we can learn more from you. Thank God for your life. I want to thank every other person. Thank everyone and the people, viewers. Today, I want to start by saying that Tinubu can call for state of emergency in any state of Nigeria. It's shocking, huh? Let me push further. You see, every Nigerian politicians, 99% of them will never change. You see, they are very myopic and selfish. What they think, they don't think about the people. They don't think about the nation. They think about their own self-aggrandizement. If you look at the dynamics and the demography of Nigerian state as a whole, which is not yet a country, because anybody that says Nigeria is a country is still functioning in the atmosphere of seeing a mirage. If you're a science student, you know what that means. Look, if you look at the demography of Nigeria, it is very easy to penetrate the South. When you put in money, if they refuse money, you put in more money, you break that barrier and you get everything that you want. But in the North, when you put in money, you put in more money. You know one thing that will form a stumbling block? Religious cultism will form a stumbling block. That is why you see, when the election was taking place, the president that came into the back door to become the president of Nigeria, quote and unquote, which is not a nation, went all the way by giving the imam, who are the heads, sub-heads of the religious cultism in the North. I call it religious cultism because Islam is it's supposed to be a way of life. But it has now become a religious cultism. That is why you see the violence in it. That is why you don't see, when you say that Christianity is religion, you are going to submit yourself into radicalism. But when you see Christianity as a process of life that you dwell in, you mingle in, and you come to realize what it is all about. It's all about love. That is why Christ came, to give us an example of how you live your life, the life of God. But if you go into the religious courtesan, you become violent. And when you want to live, it's either you buy or you stick there. That is why he can do it in the north. But what would be a stumbling block is just the religious courtesan. He can damn it because he's the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. And when he damn it, that means you are going to carry a lot of life. You are going to take down substantial amounts of life in the north. Not that they cannot do it. Because the kind of government you practice in Nigeria, the president is a king. The president is a king. He's not a president, he's a king. That is why you have the power to dismantle the so-called Abdul Salami constitution that they gave to Nigeria. Nigeria is practicing monarchy system. They cover it and call it democracy. It's not democracy we are practicing. Democracy is dead. It's dead. It's not democracy. It's dead. You are practicing like it's a subset of a monarchy system where all the authority lies in the hands of the king. The king can take and the king can remove. The king can give. That is what we are practicing. That is why you see them fighting tooth and nail to spend everything they got in their life to get it. And when they get it, they damn all consequences. Because you don't have rules and regulations that guide you. Look at your constitution. I told you that if you don't have it, look at what he made a mess of it up. Why are you people crying? I've had all the shouting. Why are you crying? Somebody almost messed me up when he called in. He said, how dare you say it's not a country? You can see it. Tell me, in a democratic structure all over the world, that the president can unilaterally remove a sovereign, a governor who was put there by the people that hold the sovereignty. Tell me, define it for me, that the president has the right. That is why you see in the American system, the first group of people that was mentioned was the parliament, was the parliament that was mentioned. The president cannot go to war. It's subject to ratification. If he goes, he might face he might face things like impeachment. He can face it. And let us come to look at our judiciary. We don't have judiciary. What the colonialists handed over to us, that is what we are still doing. Forget all this talk they are talking, all these lawyers and Egbekegbe lawyers, all of them are Egbekegbe. They are just association. People that wear black cloth and start doing Egbekegbe. They cannot even come out to fight as a lawyer. They are sitting down there comfortably, enjoying the efficacy of a king sitting on the throne in the so-called Nigeria. They're enjoying it because money is being dished out to all of them. Few of them. My brothers and sisters, until we get this into our fibers of our bone, that Nigeria is not a country, we need to fight for us to become a country. That is why you can see somebody, because of this, somebody will tell you that a Yoruba man is the most tribalistic person in Nigeria. That is absolute lie from the pit of hell. That's why I say, Mr. Scott, it's questionable. How long have you mingled and stayed with the Yorubas? I have stayed with the Yorubas more than 30 years. I live with them. I stay with their worry. I was in there with their worries for more than 30 years. I can speak Yoruba. I can cook their food. I can do everything about their tradition. Then how dare you come? Because of the right you are seeing 40, 30 years ago. Was Nigeria like this? Was the Yoruba saying because you are Lagos is their own? Were the Yoruba saying Lagos were their own? Lagos was nobody's own, because Lagos was the federal capital of the federation of the so-called Nigeria. Because the capital had been moved to Abuja, They now said, oh, Lagos is our own. That is wrong. Academically, that is wrong. Because it was a capital, and you come to tell us that Tinubu beat Lagos, that if the Yoruba tell us that Tinubu beat Lagos, then we must concur. That is absolute lie. Academically, you have been faulted. Because if a man tells you lie, historical lie, are you compelled to agree with that lie? That is no. So for you to come out to say, we must compel ourselves to believe the lies they say, you can compel yourself, but I can never compel myself. Because if I do that, I'll be found wanting in my academics. That is what it is. Maybe something came on. Maybe there's somebody feeding you, feeding you, or you want to stop outright because they faced you point blank, or you want to survive, or you want to do something. The issue of tribalism must not be handled the way you handle it. All tribes in Nigeria are tribal. Yes, because the amalgamation was not done. Everybody wants to keep his own house. But who made it so pronounced? Because we couldn't handle it very well. It is the politicians. It is the politicians. The Yorubas are the most accommodative people you can ever think about. Because I've lived with them. That's why we have affiliation in history, in tradition. But I've lived with them and I've seen it. You might not have lived with them the way I've lived with them. I've lived with them 30 years, and I believe you have not left them to that extent. So for you to come out to speak that in that notion, and later you now bypass to say this that the Igbos, yes, they are looking at, they came to take their land. No, that is wrong. It was an ideal place in their heart. That is why I say the power in the tongue, as the Bible says, is very strong. It can make you and break you. It was the politicians that sold that into their mind. The Yorubas were never like that. They accommodate every tribe in Nigeria. Go to Port Harcourt. Who are taxi drivers? It is the Yorubas. 5% of them driving taxi in Port Harcourt is Yorubas. Go to the north. 75% of the people that hold stores, sell things, spare parts, they are the Igbos. If you want to put tribalism, to attach it to one particular tribe, you are wrong. Because you have not stayed in Lagos. There are people that have stayed in Lagos more than some of the majority of the Yorubas. Yes, I can possibly say that. But to me, you have not stayed in Lagos more than 25 years or 20 years. Let me just give you that percentage. So you don't have any authority to say, to handle the case of tribalism flippantly, as if one tribe dominates in that aspect. What can you say about the Northerners? Are they not tribalistic? What do you say? Can you say about the Port Harcourt people? Are they not tribalistic? What about the Bini? Are they not tribalistic? The Ibibio, the Kanuris, are they not tribalistic? Go and look at your federal structures. Don't you see nepotism? Because nepotism is one of the child of tribalism. Then why do you come out? Because maybe you want to gain popularity or something, I don't know. We should stop handling the case of tribalism flippantly. If you don't have that intellect and you don't have that statistics, you don't know how to come in. You should please close your mouth and stop dividing the people. All we need to do now is to talk on how we are going to form a nation. Not saying the Yoruba people are selling land. The Edo people are selling land to other people, other tribe. The Igbos are selling land to other tribe. Does it mean if I buy land in Igbo land, then they say I'm stealing their land? Then what about you saying that you are one? I see you are not telling that, oh, they came to buy their land. Did I just come and buy the land? Did I not pay? Am I not paying tax? Is it not the same country? That is why I said we are not yet a nation. That is why you, Mr. Scott, can speak like this. Because you yourself, you don't know what it means by anything called a nation. You don't know how a nation is formed. If you know, you will not speak about tribalism and make one tribe the top notch as the head of tribalism in a state. Thank you, Nigerians, and I'll speak further. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother Black Panther. Thanks for tackling him on that particular video. You know, to be honest, sometimes I don't understand how people reason in Nigeria, to be honest. Thank you very much. Let me come to Mama Aisho. Mama Aisho, please, if you are there, talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, beloved Elvis. Good evening. Mommy that carry me and my children on her back. She's not falling, we are not falling. Greeting to all the panelists. Greeting to the listener and the commenter. I don't even know where to start. But I want to start with DSS, even though you people didn't have it in your listing. DSS. Between and Shore, or between and your president, who is now a criminal. Because to my understanding is the fact that you people are like the FBI in US. So if that is really what you people represent in Nigeria, how come your letter to Showore, you forge Oga's signature? How do we describe that? Nigeria DSS. How come your boys, you people are forging your Gabi, what is his name now? You force his signature to write Showore, to summon him, to accuse him of all the rubbish you wrote about him concerning the criminal allegation he said about your so-called president, Chief Tinubu. Okay. Do you see how you people are just disgracing the country? Left, right, left, right. Nigeria DSS. Tell me what makes you to be different from the young Nigeria that you people parade as Yahoo boys. Because if you can force signature, then you are not better than all these boys you go after and display. You people are Yahoo of the highest. You are the fraudster of the highest. What a shame. But I don't blame una now. I go blame una. After us, the person one that they protect in na thief he be. He stole my children's mandate. Night enter power. So you people are just living like your paymaster. Chief Tinubu alias T-Pain, the head of the terrorist organization in Nigeria, because he is the head of APC. And APC and PDP has been declared by Canadian court that they are terrorist organization. And up till now, Nigerian government has not been able to prove they're wrong. Therefore, I can boldly stand and declare that President of Nigeria called Ahmed Bola Tinubu is the head of the terrorist organization terrorizing Nigeria from the south to the north. And DSS, what a shame. You are accusing Showore for calling your guy, Tinubu, your president, as a criminal. And una come be the criminal again. Boy criminals. So you people do not have any legal right and justification to go after Nigerian youth. You have no legal rights. You are a bunch of disgrace. You are disgracing the country Finally, no wonder you people are so angry. You want to do everything possible to make sure we cannot talk from the internet. You are a liar. But I promise you, all of you, one thing. By the time my children take over from councillor to presidency, all of you will face true justice. And a lot of you will stay in Okere prison. Some of you will go to those prisons that you have all over Nigeria that you put my innocent children. My children will be given presidential pardon with rehabilitation and empowerment. And all of you that have destroyed the country, you will go there. And your daily meal will be beans, watery beans, just like the one you are giving to those children now. Then your activity every day. Thank God, say Peter Obi said we go to do production, we go do farm for the north. You people will be going to farm from morning till night, 7 days a week. Because you people are nothing but thieves, criminals. And to the Nigeria police, IG of Nigeria police, hear me and hear me well. Henceforth, any of your policemen that takes my children's phone and collect money from their bank account, make the matter reach my table. We go make sure that police person we pull in uniform and he go prison because he does not deserve to be a policeman. So to you policemen, hear me and hear me loud. From today go, any of una, when he collect my children's phone or laptop, una go collect money from their hand. If una matter reach my table, just know say that police work, you go come out from there. Because you are nothing but a criminal. You are a fraudster. Therefore, general announcement to all my children. From today go, any policeman, when he collect your phone, collect your sister's phone, collect any person's phone, and collect money from their hand, make una reach out on Naija Watch. Submit the name and the very police station when he dey work. And the name of the head of the, whether na CP, I mean they call her, the head of that police station, the best way they head her, make una give me their complete information through Naija Watch. Then una go hear from una mama. Because enough, if I show my face, IG of police, since all this year you failed to call your boys to order. Me, Mama H.O., the mother hen, I will call all those your boys to order. Because do you know who they are? They are hawks. And as the mother hen, I will not allow any hawk to destroy my children anymore. So therefore, the battle line has been drawn between me and Nigeria police. It has been drawn between me and Nigeria criminal DSS. Since we not get correct head, we go make na get correct head by force. Thank you, and God bless us. Make una call look for me. All
right, thank you. Thank you, Amaisho. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Let's hear from Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, thanks for joining us today. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Nadia, what? I still there with you.
We don't call you tired. You don't answer that time, sir. Just wait.
My brother, I don't know what happen. Everything be there silent. No problem. Make Jonathan continue after. Thank you, sir.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Jonathan, talk to us, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, all right. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Harris. I greet you once again today. Good evening, dear, in Nigeria. God bless you for the good work you are doing. I greet you, and I greet
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
my fellow panelists. I greet you all. God bless you all. Mommy Diaspora, once again, good evening. God bless you greatly. And all the commenters, all the callers, I greet you all. God bless you abundantly. You are welcome. Mr. Black Panther, thank you. I think on this guy called Iguma, I don't know. I watched that video when I saw it earlier today before the broadcast. So I I didn't go through it completely, but I got the spin what he was trying to say. Then when the broadcast started, I now went back and now listened to it fully. And then unfortunately you undo it. It was the same thing, my response to Mr. Oraka about 2 weeks ago or thereabout on this same line, But I will come to it later on because we have dealt with it. I'll just say one or two things on it later on. Let me start with Rivers State. You say, I don't understand. You see, I can only shout, oh my God. Oh my God. What a joke. I saw videos today where, thousands of people, yes, I think that's a correct characterization. They're in their thousands. Thousands of people on the street of Port Harcourt or across River State jubilating and celebrating the return of Fubara. I can't call him governor again from today because I don't call somebody what he or she doesn't deserve. I never call Mr. Tinubu president. As far as I'm concerned, he is the president of Nigeria, yes, but I never address him as president. He has only one title and one title alone, the one that we all have, Mr. I address him as Mr. That's what we all is entitled to that. I'm entitled to that. And unfortunately, Mr. Fubara has entered for me. He has entered into that box. Can't address him as a governor. It's not. No, I just call him Mr. Fubara henceforth.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
The very least I could do is the other day I described him as a valueless. Value with an hyphen in the middle. Value, hyphen, less. It's a valueless governor. He has no value. Mr. Fubara has no value. I shouted, oh my God, when I saw the video of people, thousands of people on there. I said, where are these people when this state of emergency was imposed on them? Because I won't even call it declaration. It was shovel. It was literally shoveled down their throats. They shovel it down and they have no, and they just took like that. Where are they? When this state of emergency was imposed on them illegally, they removed their elected governor. They removed the entire democratically elected structure in the state. What are we talking? What are we talking about here? What are we witnessing in Nigeria? This is a joke, my people. This is a joke. Absolute joke. These people, the people of the state too, I think they are I don't think they have any, I think they are shameless. I don't think they have any, I don't
Mr. Jonathan, you muted yourself.
I still want to believe that these are
Mr. Jonathan, you muted yourself for more than 2 minutes or 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah? I was saying, sorry about that then. I said in Rivers State, I said that is a joke that they removed their elected governor, the entire democratically elected structure in the state. Where are these people? Nowhere to be found. And today, all of a sudden, we just saw thousands of people on the street. What are we talking about here? What are we witnessing here? This must be a joke, my people. Yes, absolute joke. The people, I don't think these are the real people. I think these ones are just shameless, totally uninformed. Just like their governor. These people have no value at all. They can just go anywhere. I don't understand. Just the way their governor, their valueless governor was humiliated. They are just the same. This is my advice, my own. This one, because you cannot cry over a spilled milk. It's done, it's done. We can talk the kingdom come. Tinubu has achieved his goal. Mr. Tinubu and his people, they have achieved their goal. So nothing, we can only talk. History will take care of the rest. My only advice for Mr. Fubara, if he has any respect of any kind, if he still has any respect of any kind, any iota of integrity still remaining, is just to resign. And so be it. I think if in the next 1 or 2 weeks, if he can do that, then it will make sense to say that might be the reason why he decided to come back, so that he will be entitled to the full benefit as a governor, because Nigeria is crooked. I want to believe that if he had done that, why the state of the crooked state of emergency was still, existing or subsisting, as at that time, they might say he was not a governor, so he's not entitled to anything. My advice to him now is for him to resign. Just resign, move on, because I don't know what you want to come and achieve now. I just don't know. Where is it? Where do we want to start from Rivers State? Where do we want to start from? Is it the state house members that decamped to APC, subsequently said they did not decamp, and the court took that same position that they never decamped, using the excuse that we have never heard before, that unless their name is on the register of the party, they are still members, when they have documents to prove that they have decamped? Where do we want to start from? Is it the crooked, shambolic, shameless local government election that was conducted? That very comical, so funny of an election. Where do we want to start from? Is it the withholding of the allocation, the federal allocation to Rivers State, that they crookedly they withheld it, and the court agreed? In fact, it was the court. Where do we want to start from? And then the governor is coming back, says it's not the governor. You are no damn governor. You have no value. I don't just know what to compare you with. You are purely valueless. I don't know what you want to do, what you want to achieve. My second advice for you, if you want to save your face, if you still have anything remaining, you want to just, you have danced naked already in the market. Kukuma dance naked fully. Don't stay one side, show one part, and then hide the other part. No, we have seen it all. Just come out fully. Decamp to APC. That's my second advice for you. Just show that you are completely a shameless man. Just tell us that you are completely valueless. Those are my two advices for you. You can take the path of honor and resign. Yes, you deserve it. You are entitled to it. Take your full benefit as a governor and go away. But if you want to continue the shame, don't pretend. Don't fool Nigerians. Don't fool the people of Rivers State. Just move to APC. And then we know. Because it is so sickening. When I saw the people of Rivers State today, thousands of people on the street, where are these people? They don't even know what they want. Anyway, Mr. Elvis, this Rivers State thing didn't really anger me so much that I didn't even have time to talk on this Scott Iguma something. But again, I will use my second the next time to talk on it because I think Mr. Black Panther, dealt with it appropriately. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave it there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Mr. Alabo, your submission, sir. Thank you. Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir. Sorry for the earlier. I didn't know. I lost out. Everywhere was
No,
silent. I was even confused.
thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir, for what you do. Good evening to the panelists. Good evening, Nigeria, Mommy Diaspora, people on the comment section, the backroom staff, wonderful Nigerians who are helping us to like and share this message. Niger Watch. It's a sad day for us in Rivers State. I was so upset today. I look at it. I've done several videos on this. The question I was asking, where are these people? I was asking them, so we have this kind of crowd in Rivers State. And these people went to sleep, allowed Tinubu to impose a sole administrator on the people of Rivers State, suspend the constitution of Nigeria, remove a sitting governor who was elected the same process he came into office. And both of them finished in court. And Nigeria Supreme Court affirmed both of them, him, Tinubu, as a president, Governor Fubara as a governor of Rivers State. And these people kept quiet as if we don't have people in Rivers State. They went to sleep. It wasn't up to 2 weeks. They suspend the local government chairman that just left office. Some of them have built mansion for themselves for the period, few months they spend in office. The governor of Obia, the chairman of Obia local government, a new house. All these people cash out, but they could not mobilize this kind of crowd they have to stay on the street at least for 3 days or 1 week to say no. If this kind of crowd gather in government house the same way they gather today in front of the bricks house, I think this state of emergency, maybe Tinubu would have cut it short, not up to 6 months. They tested them and look, they know that they are docile. They are just cowardice who are just pretentiously just doing something as if they like the governor. They call themselves Simplified Movement. I call them cowardice. That is what they are. Imagine the people. They refuse to defend democracy. In my state, we were online. They will abuse us. I was shouting, where are you people? So you people just came to feed to just, when he was governor, they formed a lot of this Simplify movement, Prayer Link, Simplify movement, a lot of movement. As soon as they remove him in office, everything shut down. You will see now, as they went to welcome him, they will start forming those things. What are they forming it for? Selfish set of people who do not care about the state, but to feed from the national cake. That is just their concern. Whatever thing is happening in River State is not their concern, but somebody who is going to be paying them, giving them free money without any productivity, nothing. They don't go to work. You just see them will put people on salary, on payroll, and be paying them without doing anything. That is how they have turned our Nigeria people into a taking laziness as a way of life. They don't want to do anything per se, but depend on the government money. So those crowd you see there, if we have a better river state, my state can be compared to Qatar because we are rich. If they are busy, they have a job doing, I will not see those crowd. Which manager will give you, or you will take a leave, so you want to take a holiday because you want to go and welcome a puppet that they brought for us as a in disguise as a governor? Because as it is, I've been calling him out to resign because I don't see anything for Fubara to come back as a governor in my state. It's not coming for the interest of the Rivers people. It's coming to do the bid of Yesu Wike and the presidency. It's not for the interest. Ibas has done his own. For the period of 6 months, his wife with him are jubilating. Everything he has worked for in his life as a naval officer, he did not achieve it. But within 6 months, River State, he has bought new houses, sent his children abroad, living large. A lot of things has happened within 6 months. Now they have brought Fubara back. I called him a second sole administrator appointed in River State, not a governor anymore, because democracy has been shut down and destroyed in River State. The Nigeria judiciary, I will still keep saying this. Shame to all of them. They should bury their face in shame. The Nigeria judiciary refused to hear the case of River State. President Tinubu giving his speech, holding it on the judiciary. Now they can see he exonerated himself and say it's because of our law system, our judicial system. They could not entertain any of them. They could not interpret anything. You can hear it from his statement. You can see the hypocrisy. He's shifting the blame. He did not want to take any responsibility for whatever thing that happened. The state of emergency. He wants to justify what he did. The Nigeria judiciary destroyed democracy in Rivers State. If they had seen the case that the governors of PDP brought to the Supreme Court and attend to it the same way they attend to the local government autonomy case issue, and see it as a matter of urgency that has to do with the constitution of our country, because they have set a precedent that other presidents will come and follow. President Tinubu have suspended and destroyed democracy in Nigeria. He sacked an elected governor, suspend the institutions in our state. The Constitution of Nigeria was suspended in River State, and they carry out every shady business, unconstitutional appointment, sole administrator, military rule in River State, siphoning our resources. As soon as that man came in, everything was suspended in my state. No governance was delivered to the people of River State. This is a situation where we'll find ourselves. A man who have told us that he's not power monger. He is not power monger today. He has been the one going to London, kneeling down, begging Tinubu, doing process of reconciliation. Why? What is bringing you? I am telling Fubara today, the second sole administrator of River State, that he will receive the highest embarrassment of his life. Within this period, he will stay in office. His relevance, he has lost it. Everyone is saw there, gathered there. They are coming because they want to get a new position. But I'm giving them within a 6 month. Those aura that people have for him, that aura is dead. They will see the different Fubara that they don't even know. Because it's coming to do the bid of Yesu Wike and the presidency. not the interest of Rivers State. He will show his true color. He would have resigned and leave that position. But I want Nigeria to mark it today. Fubara will be disgraced beyond what he received previously. You people will see it. This is really sad to my state. Do you know how much they have pushed us back? The setback we are going to have within this is 1 year plus. How much resources we will lose because this person is back today. Because it's not coming to do anything to better the life of the people of Rivers State. He will come and maintain the sharing formula. Then give us like 20% of it. They take 80% for themselves. Democracy has been destroyed in Rivers State. We now have a second sole administrator ruling the state of Rivers State. I say shame to all those people who stood outside, who could not stand during the raining day and said no to this unconstitutional imposition of what? Of state of emergency in Rivers State. They could not stand just for 1 day or 2 days for protest to demand. If it was Rivers people that stood up and said, President Tinubu, no, this will not stand. I promise you will have a better governor to come back. He will know that the people defended him. But in a situation he's back today, he knows that nobody stood for him. They left him. And the people, when you ask this coward as the response they give to you, the governor said everybody should calm down. Oh, so is it for the interest of the governor or for the interest of your state you people are working for? Deliver. The soul of your state is the most important thing. If they truly are genuine people who are passionate about these resources of their state and holding leaders accountable, but because all their concern is the right person who will be, because it's my brother, because it's connected to my brother, because my brother is a commissioner, because I am benefiting something from this government, that is the interest they are protecting. Nobody is talking about the interest of the state that will benefit the rest people in the state. If it was because of that, I think those crowds you see there would have stood on the road. The people you see protesting then were just separate people who are not even beneficiaries of those process of a proceed of a Simfubara. Those people were the people. Some women you will see will organize themselves and go. Some people will coordinate them, not even them themselves. And that same people today have a bold face to come and stand, organize musicians, gather crowd, and say they want to welcome a puppet to come and sit at the brick house to act on behalf of the presidency against the people of Rivers State. Fubara is an enemy of the Rivers people. For me, I reject him in totality. And the Nigeria should be aware that President Tinubu, Nyesom Wike, the National Assembly, and the judiciary, they have destroyed democracy in Rivers State. And this thing that have caused us this pain, this same pain, all of them will face it one way or the other. Thank you, Mr. Najawash, and God bless you.
All right, Mr. Labo, thank you, sir. Unfortunately, they will not face anything. We should have that in mind. They can't face anything. They get away with anything they do. So let's have that in mind. Thank you, sir. Okay, the last person on the panel, Madam Patricia, thanks for joining us today. Good evening to you, ma'am. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, good evening, Nigerians, Mommy Diaspora, good evening, all the panelists, Mama Ishu, Black Panther, Mr. Jonathan, yeah, then Alabo, Mr. Alabo, good evening. Please like and share, and also hit the dollar sign. Um, Thank you again, Mr. Elvis, for the opportunity, and thank to everyone that has been showing up since how many days now. I've not come to the panel because I have other things to do. So anyway, that's Nigeria Wahala. I say my account today because I just came out now from what I was doing and I saw I heard Mr. Jonathan give his submission. I said, let me lend my voice too to what Mr. Jonathan said. You know, Fubara is really a shameless, shameless whatever I will call him. I don't want to use any sort of words. You know, he's a shameless person. After he said that his spirit has left the place, so does he have two spirits? But I don't know. Does he have two spirits?
Now
Because I
two
thought
spirits he gets now.
because
Political spirit and God spirit.
no,
Only in Nigeria. Spirit go go, spirit go come back.
oh, wow. I say all of them will be the same. They'll be the same mother with the same. They'll be the same. They'll be the same. Different mother with the same father. And I born all of them. So the Nigerians, I feel sorry for Nigerians actually. When they believe say all these people go come be one thing when you go come deliver us. You know, honestly, because a man came out and said his spirit has left the place. Later, we saw him going to do Babiala everywhere. You know, if your spirit has actually left the place, at least you would have just told them that time that, listen, all
But
these
then,
things,
Patricia, which one you call this issue? Babia like,
it was just a Babiala everywhere now.
oh my God. Hey, what a shame.
What a shame, you know, people with that integrity, you know, see. Just imagine, your spirit left the place. Later, you they go beg everywhere. They take your knee, they
No,
sweep
the
the
thing
floor
is,
like
you
it.
know the spirit when he leave, now the spirit to stand for right leave. So when the spirit of Wike and Tinubu enter, he has to come back.
So no. I can't even believe this. What is it? He's already a lame duck now. What is he going to do there? He can't do anything. He can't effect any positive change in the lives of the people. Look, you know, I want to still give him some, you know, benefit of doubt that he should pick up that spirit that said that left that place. Let him let him go and revoke that spirit in him and let him leave. Let him reject this offer. Let him say after 2 days, let he can go back and say, you know what, I'm not interested. You people can just call the anyhow you want to do it. Let that person come and continue. You know. So what's the point of you coming out and telling us your spirit has left the place, even if they say you go back, you know, go back later now. Then now they say now so they so administration don't come out. You say if you want come, they play shakara. I don't know whether I don't show up because by the time when they watch the news today up to almost 1 o'clock, they say never enter, I never still come. I don't know now whether he show up today for there. I'm not sure. I don't know. So if anybody know whether he show up, you know, he resumed today, they could let me know because I was following the news till about 1 p.m. here, which is 12 o'clock Nigeria time. Then none of them has showed up. Even the so-called the House of Assembly people, none of them has come at that time. I don't know. So if you know that they have resumed, let me know because then I will, you know, hold my word because there's no point for him and all the people they suspended. What are they going to do there? They will not be able to do anything now. It's obvious, and the people that will suffer it is the rivers people, you know. And like Alaba was saying, all these people that came out, you know, yeah, because look, we need to understand the way Nigerians have been so battered. Nigerians, to be honest, is only few, maybe 5% out of 100% that still have integrity. Only 5%. If that's even if it's up to 5%. That's why I feel sorry when people hear we'll be talking about Nigerians being serious minded and they are willing to take their country back. I feel sorry. I don't see it. Oh. Me, I don't see. I know they see am. I know they see. I feel they see am. Look at what you have for rivers. Now take and learn. Take and ask yourself questions. Are the other states different? Are they different? I don't think so. What happened in Rivers State was a testing ground. And they did it, and they succeeded with it. Nobody came out. Then today they were saying they were reinstating him, and all this crowd came. I mean, it's the same thing with all the states. No one people, no one state free from this lack of what's it called? Lack of what's the right word for me to use now? I can't even find the word again. You know, no, none of them free to have this zeal to say, you know, fight for what is right. No, they are all there to get out what they want to get now, and I concern them, and that's why they came out to welcome him. You know, and if it happened in any state, that's how, what you will still see. Nobody will speak for any of the governors if it happens. They will not speak. They will only just make noise for 1, 2 days. They go enter house. And so it just be. No, we not deceive ourselves. So it's a big shame. But for my advice to him is, if he's a man of integrity, let him enter his house. Let him say no. He's not coming back. The wicked can come again. Since they don't already break all the bones of our constitution. Nothing remain. Wike can return. Let him come and be third time governor. I say just be, you know. Than if Fubara is now going to be like a lame dog. What is he going to do there? What's he going to do there? Everything has been decided. The people are going to suffer the more, you know. They are going to suffer. The money has already been siphoned. Look at everything that happened, all the shenanigans. They said the so-called budget he passed, that he didn't do it lawfully according to the law. Okay, what about the social administrator? The budget he passed, did he do it according to the law? No. But the social administrator will stand. Eh? Is what they are working with now. Okay, they release all the money. All the money they've been holding back since Fubara was there. They didn't pay him more. They didn't release the money. They released all the money to this so-called administrator. Where are the monies? So for me, if Fubara is serious, if he really serious, he should say no, thank you to this reinstatement. He should just say no. That spirit that he said he has left the place. He should go and reinvoke that spirit back to himself and bring that spirit back inside him and walk away. That's the only time people can respect him. But if he goes there and decide to be a lame dog, the disgrace we go get will walk past the one we don't forget. I agree with Mr. Alabo on this. And Rivers people are not ready to give him pay because he not deserve to be there. If you look, he said, if you cannot fight, don't start the fight. You knew Wike made you. When Wike was making you, you're supposed to know that Wike will come to demand whatever he will demand. Instead, you could have just said, no, I don't want anybody to make me. Don't make me. Let me go myself. If I succeed, I succeed. If I fail, I fail. Then we know. But not after you allow him to make you. Then later, you say you won't play tough. Okay, the tough way you say you won't play, you could not even stand to resist. You know, whatever is coming. Now, you've made the people suffer. You want to come back? I beg. You must be a joke. You must be a joker. Honestly. So my advice to you is just decide. Tell them they are not interested. Let Wike come and be the third term governor. Since they have decided to rubbish the constitution, let it be like that. Okay? That's my advice to you. So Mr. Elvis, I'll leave it there because it's so annoying to know that this is what is Nigeria has been reduced to. People can wake up anytime
All
and
right.
do what I think they can just come and
Thank you, Mother Patricia. Thank you so
thank
much,
you.
man. Thanks for coming in today. God bless you.
Okay, guys, we are going to be going on our final submission now. If you know, so you never like this broadcast, help us to press on the like, help us to copy the link and share. Thank you. Okay, let's hear from, go straight to the point. You know, Mr. Alabo, we'll come back to you again. Your 2 minutes final submission. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash. I want to use this opportunity to appeal to Nigerians and residents in Port Harcourt in Rivers State to reject the puppet they brought to us as a governor, the second sole administrator. They should reject him in totality. The Rivers people should reject him because it's not coming back for the interest of the Rivers people. It's coming back to do the bid of the people. He has joined them with the slogan, if you can't beat them, you join them. Fubara have submitted totally to the power. So it's powerless, it's useless as it stands now. So it's not useful to the people of Rivers State. So whoever is thinking is welcoming him, all those people are selfish people who just want to do high service to get what they want to get. Genuine Rivers people who want change, who want true governance, they should come out and reject Fubara. They should pressure him. I've wrote a series of letters to him demanding him to resign and leave that place so that we know. Let INEC conduct, or whichever who want to complete, if it is the Speaker of the House of Assembly, let him come and complete so that we will know we will face him than for him to go and sit down there. So all of them to bury their face in shame. And the good people of Rivers State should come out and reject this. This puppet, they put the second administrator to come and begin to manipulate the resources of Rivers State and manipulate the people. The gullible people will fall for them, see them as a good person. Now they will see, and I want everybody to fasten their seatbelt in Rivers State. They will see the true color and the true corruption. They will see it in Rivers State. Governance will be 10%. Then the rest will be for them. But a new Nigeria is coming, and the new Nigeria is rising, which I know for sure that it is possible. And together, in our unity, we will win that battle. President Tinubu is not ready to do anything regarding reforms to INEC. So Nigeria to buckle up and know that 2027 is a referendum for the freedom and emancipation of the people of Rivers State, for us to free from this slavery called themselves, the slave master called themselves leaders, who are pretending to be the leaders as if they love people. These are the propaganda they started. They call them Democrat, Nedeko. People do not know. Now they are showing their true color when they have power. A Democrat will not stand on electoral reform. A Democrat will not go against the constitution of a country. So those people were never a Democrat. And that is the same propaganda. They built a Lagos. That is the same thing that brought them to office. And another thing is that Jack Conde is there, which Nigeria know he did so much work in Lagos State. But today,
All right,
only
thank you.
one man is taking the glory. So Fashola is useless.
Thank you.
Ambode is useless. Even the current governor sitting down is useless, according to their reading that Tinubu is the only one that built Lagos. So every other governors in Lagos State, they are nothing apart from Tinubu. Thank you, Mr. Najawash.
Thank you, Mr. Alabo. Thank you, sir. Black Panther, I beg, talk to us, sir. 2 minutes.
My brother, thank you very much. Thank you, and other protocols observed. You see, River State, I am not shocked. I'm not shocked because River State, I don't know for River State, I follow Putin 2 governors. 2. I know the way they play their politics. I know how River State people they react. Alabo talk about, oh, they are stealing our resources. Alabo, since 1960, time they discover oil, now they know they steal their resources. The thing when they give River State a peanut, and the peanut, they see they steal the peanut. I don't know what they thought say they steal. They are still stealing River State. They are still stealing it, and they're going to steal it until we all sit down at a round table and become a nation. That is when they will stop stealing it. 2, you say Fubara will be disgraced. My brother, why they talk like this now? So all this shout why they shout here is in vain. I said Nigerian politician will never change. Disgrace who? Was Fubara not among the people that stole River State money? Was he not the charge of finance? Does he not know the secret? How will he be disgraced? Can a thief be disgraced? When a fellow thief is attacking him, can they be disgraced? Do you have law that will take them into custody? Nothing. So on the issue of disgrace, none of them go disgrace, and none of them they shame. People say that they shame. They know they shame. Their heart strong, back. Shame waiting. For who? When their constituency is how they will steal the money, you say they shame. Fubara, let me tell you, you watch the video, how Rivers State come out. Oh, we don't get our governor back. That is Rivers State for you. Anything that will bring Rivers State people out, you must distribute money. To even defend their vote, you must distribute money. All the people where they bring a car come outside during election, not be UST and Rivers, UST and Uniport, not be that they use. Neither they use now. We know what they go on. If you not bring Pepe come outside, they know they come vote. Kakara pam, they know they vote anything. That is how Rivers State is. And I want to move over to our brother, Mr. Scott, that said, oh, the Lagos State is reaping other states, the oil people, oil state of. That is a fallacy. That is absolute lie. See, Lagos State was the federal capital. And your federation, which is not well defined, said all headquarters must be in the federal capital. To even make matter worse, Rivers, Niger Delta, then they were kidnapping, they were buying people, they kidnap Oyibo, everything. How do you expect them to go and put headquarters when they kidnap Oyibo? When they do bunkering? When they not send anybody, they remove Akara anytime. They distribute. Now when they go put headquarters, my brother, see, it is better for you to just follow that journey of dealing with people where they steal big estate money or building of houses and infrastructure. That is where you they hit the nail on the head when you speak on those issues. But coming to speak on tribe and say Lagos say they reap, that means your depth of analysis that you have inside of you about the federation called Nigeria, that means it is very, very, very brittle. I'm not insulting you, but it is very low. Because Lagos State was a federal capital and you expect every headquarter to be there. Thank you, Nigeria Watch. And for Rivers State, I say, Rivers State, no gonna change in our mind. The demography is there. People, they're not to trust now for election. Thank you.
Black Panther.
Thank you, Black Panther. Thank you very much. No, sir. You don't use your minutes. I bet. Let me move.
That is what they said. He talks
something about quickly, 10 seconds.
Black Panther. Please, there are some information you put here outside which is not good. River State as a whole have been in the oil industry. You have the expertise who work in River State. Nothing has happened to them.
Okay.
So if they can stay in River State and operate those things, it is better for the oil this thing headquarters to remain there. So please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Alabo. Thank you. Mama Esho, please talk to us if you are there. 2 minutes. Mama Esho is not available. Okay, she's there. Talk to us.
So, Mr. Puppet Fubara, you're welcome. It's just that your spirit, when he leave that time, I don't know whether the spirit don't come back or as he leave, you can go collect one from Wike and collect one from Tinubu. If now those two spirits now you take come back to that seat, River State people, they're gonna forget. Because as he come back, so you only can't do one thing. He can't obey the voice of his headmaster. Headmaster Wike. Now he can't obey. So if not they expect anything good for ourselves, sorry. Because the allocation of River State henceforth will be shared between Fubara and Wike and Tinubu. Because he be boy now. So maybe na this one na get governor, na not get governor, na representative of Wike, na I can do. But what a shame, Fubara. So, because of River State PLC, the money when you don't gather, you don't chop and finish, now make you go do boy, go beg, you call. So now so democracy be for River State. Anyway, the way you come in before, it's not legit. So they can use you to do few, then dump you. So welcome, houseboy. And river people, now not get governor. Now puppet, now not get. Thank you. And God bless us.
Thank you, Mama Esho. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I love this line that Mr. Fubara's spirit. He said his spirit has left him. I love that line. Maybe that spirit is back. That was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing when I heard that. He has come back to loot, and to loot with reckless abandon. And that looting, he would do it. He would loot the state tire. Make no mistake about it. If you think anything short of that, anything otherwise, then I have a very big bridge to sell for you. That's River State. Let me respond to this guy called Scott Uguma. You see, I always say, people, many a times on social media, so many people will just talk because they just have to talk. There's no point to express, there's no problem to express yourself. It's your right to express yourself, to take your own position and express yourself. But at least talk on what you know. If you don't know something, keep your damn mouth shut. You don't need to talk about it. Just because you have the social media, you can press the button and you put something out there on social media, live or recorded. It doesn't mean that you just have to talk anyhow. You are this Scotty Guma. You are so ignorant, saying that the Yoruba people are the most tribalistic. You are so ignorant. You are uninformed. You don't know what you're talking about. I listened to you. Everything you said confirmed to the fact that you are so ignorant. I don't know which one to address. There's no time to address them. But I'll just take on one. When you said the Lagos State was built by Tinubu, and you even said you agree to the fact that Tinubu built Lagos. You see how ignorant you are. So you know that this is not a subject you should touch at all. You don't know anything about it. If you, in 2025, after 25, 26 years of democracy in Nigeria, you can sit somewhere because you have access to social media and open your mouth and be saying Tinubu built Lagos, shows that you don't know, you don't even know anything about it, about that subject matter. So it is better to keep your mouth shut. Don't go there. And when you said, I've heard it from so many people too, it is ignorant when they said that, you know what, they have to build seaport in other part of Nigeria. We have seaport there. If they build the seaport, you know, the Igbo people, the other people, they will leave Lagos. Again, ignorance. You don't know what we're talking about. See, if they build, yes, it's good to have seaport. Have seaport in the in Calabar. Have another one in Edo in the Edo region. Blah blah blah. Have another one. You know, have about 2 or 3 seaports. Fine, it is good for the economy. That's great, but it will still not change the trend of people bringing business or their businesses to Lagos. It is because you lack understanding. As a matter of fact, on the contrary, if we have more seaport, Lagos will even boom. That is why it is just that our politicians are crooked and clueless. The economy of Lagos will even boom 2-3 times. Because why? It is about number. It is about population. If you like, produce your good in Onitsha. Produce it there all you like. I don't give a damn. Okay? Sell it to the people there. How your business will continue. Unless you are a small, tiny business. If you are a mega business or even a medium-scale business, you need the market in Lagos because of the population. That is elementary economy. That is simple. They don't need to explain that to you. Your common sense should tell you that. You don't need to go deeper into that. If you like, produce all you like in Inewi, it is not the you will not sell. It is not the people in Inewi that will buy all of them. You will still bring it to Lagos because of the population, number one, and because of the income, number two. So don't talk about the subject matter that you don't know at all. Keep your damn mouth shut. Don't just say because you have access to social media, you can talk about anything. Other areas that you know you are good, touch them, highlight them. If you want to stay on the advocacy level, fighting for people, talking about the oppressed and all the rest, great job. Continue to do that. Don't go to the areas that you don't know. Keep your damn mouth shut. Mr. Elvis, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Mr. Jonathan, you know, saying when these people don't they get relevance and popularity and all that, sometimes they get carried away and start saying rubbish. You know, I deliberately have to carry that video in today since now you talk, make people hear your talk. Because for me, I don't even know where he was coming from, what he was trying to say, the kind of segregation he was trying to create. I didn't get it. Thank you, sir. Madam Patricia, please talk to us. Final submission. Madam Patricia, are you there?
Are they here? Are they here?
Thank you, ma.
What we want to talk to you for this, Mr. Fubara Wahala. Anyway, I don't already give my information. Say, make him enter house, make him go back home. It's better, so that at least he can still have some respect and dignity. Otherwise, if he continue, if he accept this reinstatement and continue, like I said again, the disgrace will be more for him. I'm very, very sure about that. So I'll leave you there. Thank you again, and good night, everybody.
All right, Madam Patricia, thank you very much, ma. I appreciate you. I have a caller which I would like to take before I round up this show. Mr. Joseph Oji, you are calling in. I'm returning your call quickly so that you can talk to us. Okay, Mr. Joseph Oji, please talk to us. Good evening to you. Hello, sir.
Calling time. Yeah, hello.
Okay.
I was doing something in the calling time.
Okay, go ahead.
I listened to Mr. Jonathan. I just want to address it.
Oh, the network is bad. My network is bad, I guess. Can anybody hear me?
We can hear you.
Can anybody hear me on the panel?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Elvis, we can hear you. Maybe it's Mr.
Okay,
Joseph.
Mr. Joseph Oji, I think your network is bad. Unfortunately, your network is bad, sir. We need to round up right now. Tomorrow, you can pass the information. Okay, guys, we've come to the end of this broadcast. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us today. Now, God bless you. I appreciate Mama H.O., Mr. Alabo, Black Panther, Mother Patricia, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Give us a Monday. We're here today, but you could not give a submission. I appreciate those of you that called in, and I appreciate Mother Deborah, Mr. Joseph Oji. You wanted to say something. Tomorrow is another day. And I appreciate those of you that supported us on the panel, the super chat, Olumide, my brother Akisto Gerahi. I'm very, very grateful. And my people in the comment section, Mother of Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you for always being there for us. Thank you, my brother Abu Azi. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you for always being there. I appreciate every one of you right there, my people. Now, God bless you now. I can see Patience Idemudia. Thank you, Madam Peggy Modi. Thank you, Ikmowosa. Thank you, you all. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you very much, Michael Okata, and many others. Allow us to end the show right now. See you guys again. Fingers crossed, by God's grace, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. And also look out for our pre-recorded video during the day. Press on the like, help us to share, and always take our voices fast. Subscribe to our channel so that we can build a bigger community together. My people, I will draw the curtain. Have a good night, and bye for now.
Chicken bros of West Africa, general important. understand.